This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with SB Sports. Obviously, I'm going to say I'm obviously delighted to be joined with Kevin Cronin, but obviously commiserations. But I guess even you yourself will say, what a fight. Did you probably expect that a fight like that? Obviously, I know you've just obviously lost a very narrow decision, but did you think a fight like that, was that in your dreams? Did you think it would be that sort of fight where it was just toe-to-toe all action for 8 rounds?
No, I expected the last few rounds. I think I maybe got a bit into the head with the crowd in the first few rounds. I won't say froze because we were both banging the heads off each other, but maybe I was waiting and loading up a bit, and then we started letting the shots go on the later rounds. Maybe too little, too late. Look, it's a hard pill to swallow. It is what it is.
I guess, obviously, in my opinion, and I have no problem, I've said it to Mark, and obviously his interview as well, I thought you edged at 5-3. Obviously, others are saying a draw. People's going to have different opinions. How did you see? I guess it's easy in saying when you've been the one that's obviously has got beaten, you're going to see things differently. But in your mind, I guess you'll watch it back and everything else. How did you score the fight in your own head and obviously your corners?
Look, I'm not just saying it now. Look, there was someone there with a camera sticking into the corner for the whole fight, and after the sixth round, you'll see it. And I think it might have been. He's always the fight's younger. Keelan, he was sticking in. You will hear me saying, and Johnny saying, and after the sixth round, that this fight's 3-3. And I said, I'm just going to pull the finger out, and this is on the video. I'm going to pull the finger out and put it on them these 2 rounds. That's what we done. And we thought we had a 5-3,
But I guess when you sort of look back on it as well, you probably say maybe your slow start. Probably after 4, you 3-1 down, but the first and the second were sort of very, very close rounds. I looked at maybe at one stage, I think it was maybe the first or the second, you looked as if you were badly hurt maybe in some stages, I guess. And a fight like that, things can obviously look differently, obviously, I guess, from obviously what it is for fighters. But at any stage within that fight, was it going very tough? You seemed to be looking, particularly in the second half of the fight, you had the most energy, you kept going and going and going, just like a Duracell bunny. But how did the fight sort of play out for you? Was it just the fact that maybe you're looking back now and going, slow start maybe cost me the title?
Slow start cost me 3 rounds. But look, much respect to Jamie and fair play to him. No, I wasn't hurt at any point. I was annoyed a few times. I got cracked with a couple of heads, and I know he was calling saying that I was throwing my head in, but I was trying to put combinations together, and then I was being grabbed and pulled in, and there was really nothing I could do about it. I was trying to get the ref's attention, but look, I'm not here to slay anyone. Thanks, Jamie. Great fight. Fair play. If you want to do it straight away again, I'll go straight away. I
guess in your immediate thoughts straight away is you want the rematch and everything else, but I know that both these, obviously you have ambitions to move down to super middleweight. Jamie obviously has already had the Celtic belt there at super middleweight. Would you obviously ideally like to do the Aries title, I guess, next? I guess it's what the BUA and everything else will say, but who wouldn't want to see that fight again?
Look, it was a great fight. I think he was out on his feet in the last round. I genuinely think if there was one more round, it was over. He was tired. He was out on his feet. The fair play, what Hart to stay in there. There's not many that stay in there. I've sparred guys who I'm professional. I don't name no names, but who have gone down for less. But yeah, look, I think maybe the weight. I'm carrying weight that I don't need. I could go to super middleweight. Paul from the BUI just said there he'll sanction it immediately for an Irish title if we want. So I'm actually just going to have a little word with him now and say, look, I was even lighter than Jamie at the weigh-ins. Why can't I do super middleweight for the Irish next? But yeah, Jesus, there was 2 more rounds left in there. That fight wasn't going the distance. But regardless, I still thought I had no points. But look, I'm not. It is what it is. There's no point in saying that now. He's won it. Fair play, Jamie. Thank you very much. And let's go again.
He's been respectful throughout and everything else, and he's been respectful. He's probably been more respectful of each other now because he's both delivered an absolute war. If it's not in the category for fight of the year in 2023 for a domestic fight or anything else, there's something wrong. But what a fight to deliver, and I guess you can sort of look back in the days and weeks ahead and go, I was involved in an absolute war. You predicted a war and you got a war, and unfortunately you just come out the wrong side of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I was thinking too much about war because when I actually started boxing, I started getting the better of him. So yeah, look back to the drawing board. Sitting it tonight now, take a week off. My fucking right shoulder went in the last round, and I felt it, and I felt the tweak because I tweaked in camp, and it's the reason I've been held back with a few fights. And I just said, "Fuck it, I'm not." I said, "I'm not letting it go here," and I just started throwing bombs in the last round. But look, hard pill to swallow. But look, I'll go sit in it and we'll just rest up, enjoy time with the family now, and go again.
Well, Jamie, Kevin, sorry. Obviously, want to thank you for your time. Sometimes it's hard. You obviously have an interview. Obviously, after you just get beat, you're. The sportsmanship obviously shows no matter win, lose or draw, that obviously you're there and you're always happy to have a chat and everything else. I'm sure we'll obviously have a good laugh and a joke over the next couple of weeks on what you're going to be eating and everything else, you know. But obviously, I want to thank you for obviously giving this entertainment tonight, and I'm sure we'll see you back bigger and stronger very, very soon.
Yeah, thanks very much.